A very good Thursday morning to everyone out there. Landon here in the driver's seat to bring you your latest weather and night forecast, courtesy of Ohio Valley Insurance. Kicking things off right here in the short term, we are underneath a dense fog advisory for the entirety of Wobbles, and this is slated to last until lunchtime, but it might need to be extended even a little bit longer than that as we take a look here across the region. We have got this dense fog that has got us absolutely socked in out there. Peachtree News Sky Cam up in Morgantown showcasing the low visibility. Coming along with that, folks, we do have some light scattered rain showers and some wet pavement. Be prepared to give yourself an extra little bit of time as we work throughout the morning commute. All right, so we can jump over here and we can take a look over Bowling Green. White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam showcasing very dense fog overlooking us here in Warren County as well. Folks, this is pretty much across the entirety of the region, and it's going to be hanging around for a little while. That's a guarantee. So we can jump over here. We can get a look here at the latest setup. We got our surface analysis overlaid with the current radar. Light and scattered drizzle that we're experiencing now, but you can look off here to the south and west, folks, and we have got another slug of moisture down here in this direction that's going to be jolting off to the north and east here as we work throughout the day. All right, so this slug of moisture coming up in this direction, we have this stationary front that's lined out just west of the region. The fog is going to continue to thicken up as this progresses eastward here and we work throughout the morning hours of today. All right, so getting a look over the current conditions, temperatures have remained very warm throughout the overnight. With the fog present, the front approaching there from the west, we already have readings up into the mid-50s. It's going to be very similar to yesterday in the temperature department. As we progress into this afternoon, we'll be taking highs right up around the low to mid 60s. Total rainfall amounts here over the past 2 days is coming to fruition right on the spot on with the forecast. We stated earlier in the week as we go through the entirety of the week, because we got another weather maker coming in here Saturday into Sunday, total rainfall amounts should be between 2 and 4 inches. With many of us right on the cusp, Logan County just over 2 inches, just over 1.8 inches up in Butler County, leading here from the latest. Lower tallies down here in Allen County, but later today and then again this weekend, we're expecting some higher rain totals across the southeastern tier of the region. So the rainfall forecast is looking in ship shape. Getting a look at the surface map, as we previously said, you can see that deep slug of moisture that's going to be coming in out of the south. I believe south and eastern portions of Kentucky will get in on the heaviest rainfall as we work into this afternoon, but there could still be a bit in line for us as well. This damp and dreariness will continue throughout today, folks. The low-hanging stratus and fog, light scattered rain showers with more rain chances this afternoon. You can kind of get the idea it's not going to be the prettiest day in terms of the weather world. All right, so let's jump over here and let's take a look at the short-term model guidance and see how this is going to play for us here as we work throughout the day. Here we are getting into this morning. We already have the light scattered rain showers that are present. We approach lunchtime and it looks like we could catch a brief reprieve from the action, but very quickly as we work through this afternoon and evening, we get this other surface low. You remember the parade of disturbances we've been talking about here all this week. This low is going to cut off to the north and east, bringing another slug of moisture through this afternoon. And as we get into tonight, we're finally going to dry out across the region. Now, with that being said, we're going to have another weather maker on its heels Friday night into our Saturday morning. That's going to be bringing rain chances right back into the fold. But here we are working into tonight, and we're drying out rather quickly. And that's going to leave us trapped underneath cloudy skies as we work throughout our Friday. Here we are working into tonight. We get into our Friday. As you can see, we catch a reprieve from the action here. We can look off to the west. We have another weather maker developing across the southern plains. This deepening surface low is going to jolt to the north and east out of the deep south and bring likely rain chances right back into the mix for us throughout the start of the weekend. Exactly what we wanted to hear, right? We get a weekend in here, why not make it rain, keep it cloudy, keep it nasty in the outdoors, although temperatures will be above average. So if you want to call out a silver lining, there's that for you. Working into our Saturday night and into our Sunday. Gonna have to keep close eyes on things, folks. That's all I'm gonna say at this point, but take a look. We've got this deepening low crawling up the spine of the Appalachian Mountains. We got warm, moist air being drawn up south of the warm front that is jolting northward and then being dumped on the northwest side of the low. You've been watching our videos any here over the past month or so with our snow chances and winter weather. You want to see these sort of setups in order to get wintry precipitation. And although temperature profiles are not signaling any sort of significant impacts coming out of this, we're expected to remain above freezing throughout the duration of the event. Be aware and realize that we could get some wet snowflakes mixing in here on Sunday as the wraparound moisture on the backside of this weather maker jolts in here, all right? So that cold conveyor belt coming down here and cooling the atmospheric layer. Maybe some wet snowflakes, but shouldn't be any impacts coming from that. High pressure builds in from the south and west, bringing some sunshine back during the early days of next week. And we're going to be keeping our eyes on this little clipper diving southeast out of Canada and the Great Lakes region as we work into Tuesday night and on into Wednesday of next week. And then outside of that, folks, conditions look to remain somewhat calm till we work roughly a week from today with another weather maker trying to drive in here out of the south and west. Okay, so here's a look at the latest from the Weather Prediction Center on anticipated rainfall amounts all the way through the end of the weekend. Remember, folks, we just looked at rain totals. The vast majority of the region is anywhere between 1 to 2 inches already. Throwing in another dash of a ½ inch to another additional 1.5 inches of total rainfall. Again, I think the heaviest will be along in the southeastern tier of our Wobbles community, all right? So the needed rain will continue to be here because, at least I'll remind you folks, we still remain underneath somewhat drought conditions. The latest map will be released here in a couple of hours. We are anticipating to see even more improvement in this map with the arrival and all the significant rainfall we've received here over the past few days, including today, and then more for that upcoming weekend, all right? Quick reminder in the short term, folks, all of Wobbles will remain underneath a dense fog advisory. This is valid all the way through noon today. Remember, folks, this could be extended if the fog is not able to lift out of here. Some of the models are hinting that it could hang around for a lot of the day. So low visibility combined with the rain showers again for the morning commute. Fog lights on. Please be cautious and give yourself an extra few minutes for you to make it in safely. Here's a full breakdown of your next 5-day weather forecast for today. Scattered rain showers throughout. Dense fog advisory until noon. Those rain showers become scattered tonight and then taper off, and we finally dry out for the final day of the work week. Highs holding in the mid-50s underneath cloudy skies on Friday. We get those rain showers right back in here on Saturday with highs holding in the mid-50s. Jolt of colder air brings highs down between the low and mid-40s both Sunday into Monday of next week. But Tuesday into Wednesday, folks, some rays of sunshine coming back into the mix with highs jolting right back up between the low and mid-50s. That's going to wrap up your Thursday morning weather not forecast, brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. You will take care of yourselves and each other. Have a blessed next to final day of the work.